Right then, this is Steve. He's been missing in action for 2 years and he's looking sprightly as ever. He's been doing forms 1 and 2, but not with the changes that get the 6 elements in the correct sequence. So I'm thinking loads of tests are going to be positive, but some of the new tests are still going to be weak. Then we can do the forms, very slight changes, very slight, and we'll see the difference. And that's Jan in the background. Thank you. Okay, so if you give us a standard 45 for us so our viewers at home can see. Strength test now, we're going to use that. We could use this, but I don't want to keep picking Steve off the floor. Okay, so this is nice and strong. So if you just short out left and right like that for us, we check and see. He doesn't want to go, weak as a kid. Yin-yang effect. So you've got positive and negative, short out top and bottom, left, right, front, back, give me sunshine, makes you weak. Hold your arms, makes you weak. Okay, so that's a yin-yang theory from the good old Dragon Society International. We don't want that, we want to get rid of it. And I think we know how. Getting the 6 elements in the right sequence so all the meridians are flooded with positive energy. Body misalignment, which is pretty similar stuff, and I think it works exactly the same. And I think what we're missing is earth and air. So you've got spleen for earth and stomach meridians, and you've got pericardium triple warmer. So some things in the arms aren't right, some things in the legs aren't right, so pretty much the whole body. So give us an arm there, Steve, make it nice and strong. Look that way as far as you can. And there you go. So if somebody goes, oi, and you look and then hit you, it's going to be bigger bang for the bucks. Okay, so if we go again, a lot of people have done this to demonstrate stance. So if you take your foot and just turn your foot out, if you can't see it, he's turned his foot if it's out of shot. We check, and he's not giving in easy, but there he goes. Okay, so body misalignment, which could be twisting, falling, crossing your legs, folding your arms, turning your head, natural stuff. And it makes you weaker. Now, what we've found is, once you flood their meridians, all of them, with the 6 elements in the right sequence, this stuff actually makes you stronger. Oh, nice. Okay, disruption of the internal organs. No, we won't, we'll do it subtly, nice and strong. So, pancreas. Brilliant guy, he's trying to, I'm not going to hurry. We'll try again. Okay, so spleen. That went nice. one more, nice and strong. Gallbladder. And there's your gallbladder. Right, so we want those protected as well. And again, some of those techniques will actually make you stronger when you do them. So you won't be weak. One of the techniques in the martial arts is you punch down. So you disrupt as you're going in, and then you hit, and you go, abdominals are weak, you hit the bladder, he wheezes himself. Would you like to see that, viewers? X-rated videos are coming out later. Okay, let's check some more tests. Center lock. Now center lock should be strong, because strong as an ox, okay? Fire and metal meridians, charged up from doing forms 1 and 2, even though they're the ones that are out of date, but that's always been good. Static strength. I know this, I'm going nowhere with this one. So again, meridians are good. Now, fire meridians are good, but the pericardium and triple warmer meridians were put onto the fire element. Well, I've taken them off and put them onto the air element. So maybe, unbendable arm, turn that over your hand, send energy through, and you can't bend it, okay? So if you roll this up like a fist, okay? Well, you skip. So, it's nothing to do with antagonistic stuff people talk about on the internet. It's like taking Newtonian physics to explain quantum mechanics. It don't work. What we did is stop the energy flow. So I'm thinking that'll work once we get energy, the air element in. So when you're shopping, Jan, and you got to punch somebody, it'll be a lot better. You've got to get your bargains. Okay. Any more tests? Oh, that's pretty good. So all we need to do now, we can do the root as well. So make yourself heavy. Yeah, so we've got some energy flowing, but not all of it. I'll stop the camera and we'll do the next test. Thank you, Steve. Come on, Jan. Are we on? We're on. Okay, so the experiment is you just put your hands on there as you're going to shove me, and I'll put my hands on the elbows and give us a shove. And you're in trouble, and for some reason I'm not falling over, which I should be. Yeah? If you do it without that, you're going to have to catch me. Go on. Just no resistance. Okay? So have your arms bent and do it again. Bend a little bit. Go. Shove, shove, shove. Okay. So look, mechanics goes out the window, nuclear law goes out the window. I wanted the arms bent because some people say, oh, you're using mechanics. Okay. So if you could put your, don't do anything, we'll just check. Don't root, don't think anything.
Okay.
Just going to see how, excellent. So if you put your hand, is it alright to, yeah, you put your hands if you're going to give her a shove, but don't do anything. Check to see if Steve's shorting out left and right, yin yang effect. Okay, so you're shorting yourself out, make yourself lighter. So we'll get rid of that one. So if you do it again, please. Your hands are about the same. Excellent. So we've got a weakening effect just by doing that, just by shoving somebody. Now if you do that and don't shove, but just have the hands on, and if you short out the elbows. Okay, so now we check, see how stable Steve, there's nothing there at all. So we brought in an energy field. So if you could do it exactly the same again. Okay. And now I'm on one leg pushing, leaning. Okay, so Jan's totally rooted. Let me come around this way. So we do that again. Okay, so I'm seeing if Jan's rooting, I'm pushing. This is rock solid, don't change anything. And there's Steve, it's like nothing. Okay, so it increases the spin of the flow, and you're bringing in an energy field. We're showing that yin and yang, so there's tons of players in there. Now we're going to do some Qigong, serious Qigong. We're going to do the flowing stuff with Jan, and we're going to do the forms with Steve, and then we're going to test again. Thank you very much. Hey, we're back. So we've done yin yang Qigong, 6 elements in sequence to stop the yin yang effect. So I know it does quite a bit, but I want to test what it doesn't do. So if we do that one there, Steve, so you short out, we see that this is actually stronger, a lot stronger. So the difference between being normal and being weakened is, but now it's doubled because now it makes you stronger. So now it's more tangible. So now when you don't have to think of your stance, you don't have to think about putting down your pint in case it crosses your centre line. You can do that, nut the guy, you can cross your legs, anyway. So you don't have to worry about that being negative for your nervous system, and or if you're on your phone. Slightly cross the centre line, don't make your phone. So there's tons of good stuff in there for stress. Stretching, if you do stretching, you're going to be shorting out, twisting, all kinds of stuff, yoga moves. So it's going to be negative now, it's even stronger. So you're going to get a positive feedback from your nervous system, stretching, so a whole new ball game. I want to test if it protects the internal organs. Okay, so if we go again, Steve, thank you. And then we whack the pancreas here. No. Okay, I'm quite happy with that, because I know the second set does. So we've got enough energy in the meridians to stop this, make it stronger. Let's try misalignment. So if you turn that foot and turn your head and give us an arm, that's strong. Brilliant. So it stops misalignment, that's all good. So it doesn't get enough energy into the internal organs to stop disruption. The second set does, and that is in form 1 and 2. So now we can do form 1 and 2 and retest this. So that's all good. Anything else I want to do on that one? Unbendable arm. And if you make a fist, okay. Let's see if we've got enough. Oh yes. That's a lot better. A lot better. So now making a fist isn't negative. You think making a fist is a good way to hit. You try doing a palm strike like all the ladies do. Smack! Right, really whack some pressure points and knocks people out. And also now there's a sport, isn't there, on YouTube where there's big fellas smacking each other instead of arm wrestling and knocking each other out. It's well brutal. So that's fantastic. So now your unbendable arm, because if you put that into Google, there's some idiot talking about, if you make a fist, the antagonistic effect against the biceps and the triceps, trying to explain chi energy with Newtonian physics and biology. You can't do it. Brilliant. So your punching power's gone up, and all the meridians are flowing. You've got an energy field. So now when you hit, you're going to disrupt more, because when we disrupt the pancreas by punching down, the fist doesn't do it. It's the forearm that's got the energy. This is now neutral if you make a normal fist. If you make a fist like this, you've got 7 seconds and it'll disrupt. So that means you can punch straight. I put tin foil around the arm, I made a neutral fist, and I could not disrupt somebody. Took tin foil off, weak as kit. So now you can punch straight. We can try it, because obviously I've got plenty of energy, nice and strong for us, Steve. Straight punch, missed, weak as kit. Okay, so now you don't need to think about angle and direction so much. That reminds me, pressure point disruption. So long 5, I'm not going to hit you, don't need to hit you, strong. Excellent! Stops pressure point disruption. Excellent. So that makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much, Steve. Marvellous job. Now we're going to fix all that. Oh, it's all in there. Okay, Steve's just done form 1 and 2, Kata 1 and 2 with the slight change, which was incredibly slight, was it not, Steve? Exactly. So hopefully now we've got the sequence right with the 6 elements. So maybe it's got protection for the internal organs, which was the only missing one, wasn't it? It's the only one that we didn't get from the Yin Yang Qigong. So let's do it. Strength test. Let's do that. Let's test. And it's made you stronger, because pushing energy down a conception vessel makes you stronger if it doesn't disrupt the pancreas on the way. So now we got tons of stuff going on, and you've also got another set of energy, 6 elements from a different source running through all 12 meridians, so you got double whammy on everything. So like I was saying in the other video, in 40 years time I'll let you know how it works for longevity if I don't drink too much in the meantime. Thank you very much. Let's go for it. So we've done serious Qigong to energise the body and beef up the energy fields. So if you give Steve a little push, see how, okay, that's perfectly normal. Now if we do the same thing and Steve just touches the elbows like we did before and see if it's excellent. So you can shift him, whereas before we were having trouble. Okay? So let's just swap round.
Okay.
So now Steve hasn't done serious Qigong. So you're pushing, Steve. So just push lightly and see. Okay? And then do the elbow thing and see if. Excellent. So there we go, we got it that time. Take two worked. Brilliant. Now we're going to do form 3, 4 and 5 on the trot to boost Steve's energy field, so then when we test again he should be stronger. Thank you. Okay, so we've done forms 3, 4 and 5 once in sequence, and hopefully that has fixed the problem with weak elbows. So if you give us a push, Steve, I do that. What we got? You can still push me, can't you? Yeah. Let's try again. I'm resisting now. Go on, push me. Yeah. Okay. So before it stops you, makes you lighter, makes the other guy heavier, shuts out yin yang. Oh, when you touch the other guy, there's lots of stuff, brings in the energy fields. Now we're safe, fixed, marvellous. So form 1 and 2, fantastic. 3, 4 and 5, brilliant. There we go. Thank you very much.